Thinking of building your website on Squarespace, but curious what the actual cost will be? Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There are only two things that you absolutely have to pay for when building your site on Squarespace. But stick around to the end to see a lineup of all your options and pricing. Hey guys, welcome back. If you don't know me, my name is Renita. I'm a website designer who loves teaching people about Squarespace, and I'm the creator behind Gold Standard Design. If you're looking to dive into the world of Squarespace and online business, I got you covered. Okay, so the only two things you absolutely must pay for when building your Squarespace site are your subscription and your domain. Your subscription is the monthly fee you pay to Squarespace for them to host your site and for you to be able to use their services. You would pay a subscription on any website hosting platform that you choose, so this is pretty standard. Squarespace currently has 4 different subscription plans and pricing options that range from $16 to $52 a month if paid annually, or $25 to $72 a month paid monthly. Now, of course, which subscription tier you choose will be determined by what you want to be able to do on your website. If you just need a simple website that doesn't have to include things like a store or selling features, the personal plan is probably a good option for you. This is great for things like hosting a blog, creating a landing page, showing a calendar of events. This is good if you're somebody that moves around, like a band or a food truck or something like that. If you want to be able to sell products or services on your site, or do things like host a course, then an upgraded tier is probably a good idea. I would say the business plan is plenty for most people unless you're running a serious online store and making a lot of sales. And in that case, you'll want to check out the Commerce Basic or Commerce Advanced plans to see which one fits your needs best. In any case, count on paying some sort of monthly subscription fee. As for your domain, which is your website URL, like www.greatsite.com, you have a couple options. This is a separate fee from your subscription, and while you can buy it through Squarespace, you're not required to. Other options on where to buy your domain are sites like Namecheap, Bluehost, and Google Domains. You might be thinking of sites like GoDaddy and Ionos, and while these are popular for purchasing domains, I think there are better options that don't try to aggressively upsell you quite so much and that have better customer service too. But regardless, you'll need to purchase a domain from somewhere. So if you buy one separately from Squarespace, you'll need to connect it to your Squarespace site. This is a fairly straightforward process, but you'll want to have the Squarespace instructions handy because it's not intuitive. One upside of buying your domain through Squarespace, other than the fact that it will connect to your site automatically, is that Squarespace offers a free custom domain for the first year when you pay an annual billing cycle. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, if you're fully DIYing your website, this is the end of your costs. But I want to lay out a few other options for you when it comes to building your website, just to compare. If you choose to DIY your site, Squarespace offers free templates, fonts, color palettes, and more. Basically, all the building blocks you need to build a beautiful site. But this does mean you'll need to have a few creative bones in your body, as well as some time to devote to your design and building it. One way to save a bit of time is to use Squarespace Blueprint, their AI website builder, to give you the bones of your site up front. Now, this won't be a 100% complete website, but it will get you going quickly with about 65 to 75% of the design work done for you up front. If you're interested in learning more about how best to DIY your site with Squarespace Blueprint, check out this video up top to see exactly how it can save you time in your website design. And if you're finding any of this helpful or interesting, go ahead and gently tap the like button to let me know. Something else to consider when DIYing your website is that you'll want to invest some time into learning basic copywriting, SEO practices, sales page layouts, basically a little bit of all the things. Using Squarespace Blueprint will get you some basic AI-generated copy for your pages, but you'll want to tweak that a bit, especially for your sales pages. Actually, you'll want to tweak that a lot. So make sure to take that into account when planning how much time to devote to building your website. DIY definitely is the cheapest option, coming in at $16 a month for the basic Squarespace subscription plan and a free custom domain. The next most popular option for building a website is to hire a web designer. Now, the cost of hiring a web designer can vary greatly. I've seen designers offer a fully custom website for as little as $200, but I've also seen it go up to $15,000. That's a huge range, guys. So, how do you know what you should be paying? Well, it largely depends on what you need, what stage of business you're in, and your preferred design style. If you're a small business or solopreneur just starting out, I would honestly recommend you go with the DIY option because your budget is likely on the smaller side, and I don't want you to waste your money on a cheap Fiverr designer. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying all Fiverr designers are trash, but I don't want you taking a gamble on it because at those low prices, it definitely is a gamble. If you're a bit more established, you probably already have a website, but maybe you want to expand it or have it redesigned. In that case, hiring a web designer is a good idea because you likely don't have the kind of time it would take to do all those projects while still running your business at the same time. Again, depending on the specifics of your project, I would aim to create a budget somewhere between $2,000 to $5,000. Custom Squarespace templates are an option in between fully DIYing your site and hiring a professional designer. These templates are designed and sold by professional designers and are more complete than what you get for free with Squarespace. They offer strategic layouts from people who know what they're doing and can even include some code sometimes that will give you even more of a custom look. You can often find custom templates optimized for specific industries, which means saving you even more time in building your site since the core elements that you need are already there. You can also find custom templates that include copywriting or SEO guides included with the template, which is an even bigger bonus. Now, you can find custom Squarespace templates all over the internet, from Etsy to Creative Market, to also standalone template designers like Big Cat Creative and Kate Scott. That means you'll want to do a good bit of research to find a style that fits with your brand and a set of features that meets your needs, all at a price you can comfortably fit in your budget. Speaking of pricing, I've seen custom Squarespace templates range from $55 to $600, which is more expensive than DIYing alone, but generally less than hiring a dedicated designer. The last option I want to highlight is the VIP day. If you haven't heard of that, it's basically a condensed version of a custom web design. So you would partner with a web designer to do the actual work, but it wouldn't take as much time or be as expensive as a fully custom website build. Generally speaking, VIP days are just that, one day long. I've seen this broken up into 2 4-hour sessions over a couple days, or a 24-hour turnaround, or a straight 6 to 8-hour session on one dedicated day. This option isn't for everyone, but I think it's ideal for existing websites that need some help with things like updating their content or doing an SEO audit and some fixes, maybe a design refresh, stuff like that. Not necessarily a built from scratch type situation, but rather someone to come in and check off that to-do list that keeps getting pushed off. Every web designer will price their VIP days a little differently, but I've generally seen them range from $800 to $1,800, which is less than the average traditional web design project, but more than a template. You can even sometimes book a recurring VIP day with a designer if you have things that you want help updating on your website every month. If you're interested in this VIP day option, I've actually got a deal for you. Look, I know firsthand that it's hard enough running a successful online business without having to deal with annoying things like tracking down broken links on your website or optimizing all your pages for SEO. That's why I began offering VIP days for people who just need a bit of a boost with their website and don't have the time or brain space to actually deal with it. Normally, I charge $1,500 for my VIP days, but I'm actually running a sale right now that will get you 50% off. Just use code FALL50 at checkout. Now, there are a limited number of spots available, and the sale will expire at the end of Black Friday, which is November 29th this year. So be sure to book now at the link in the description before all the dates are taken. Now, if you're ready to get started DIYing your site, check out this video to see what web design trends you'll want to use and which ones you'll want to avoid. If you found any of this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Squarespace tips and tricks. And let me know in the comments what other things you're interested in learning about Squarespace, websites, or online business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!